Alright, Shalom. First of all, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on a fire that ripped through an Indian nightclub, killing at least 25, including several tourists. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says a nightclub fire in the popular Indian resort region of Goa has killed at least 25 people, including 4 tourists, officials said. The blaze is suspected to have broken out after a cylinder exploded in the kitchen area of the club in Arpora village around midnight on Saturday local time. 14 of the victims are believed to have been staff, and the nationalities of the tourists are not yet confirmed, police told the English language Indian news channel. 7 people are being treated for injuries, including one person with 60% burns, it added. 4 managers of the nightclub have been arrested, local police said, according to News 18. Eyewitnesses told the news channel that the nightclub was jam-packed with a large weekend crowd. At least 100 persons were on the dance floor, according to Fatima Shaikh, a tourist speaking to News 18. Said there was a sudden commotion as the flames started erupting. We rushed out of the club, only to see that the entire structure was up in flames. A temporary structure covered in palm leaves quickly caught fire, she added. Goa, a small state on India's west coast known for its beaches and Portuguese heritage, attracts hundreds of thousands of foreign tourists and millions of domestic tourists every year. And today is a very painful day for all of us in Goa, the state's chief minister, Pramod Sawant, said Sunday morning in a post on X. Videos on social media showed fire trucks and ambulances lining up to help the injured. Goa's health ministry, Vishwajit Rain, said on X that the injured were taken to Goa Medical College and Hospital and are receiving the best possible medical care with teams working through the night. Some of the victims succumbed to burn injuries and others died due to suffocation, News 18 reported. Said in this moment of profound grief, we stand firmly with the affected families, assuring them of our unwavering support in every possible way. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the fire was deeply saddening and pledged that his office would offer compensation of up to 200,000 rupees, which is $2,200 to each family of those killed, and 50,000 rupees, $556 to the injured. So my thoughts are with all those who have lost their loved ones, he said on X. May the injured recover at the earliest. An inquiry has been ordered to examine the exact cause of the fire and whether fire safety norms and building rules were followed. Early reports suggest the venue lacked the mandatory no objection certification and violated fire regulations, the director of Fire and Emergency Services, Nitin Raker, told News 18 on Sunday. That fire services were rushed toward the spot immediately, Raker told the channel. In half an hour, we extinguished the fire. NOC was not given. Fire norms. So NOC was not given. Fire norms were not followed by the club. The state's chief minister said the owners did not have permission to construct the club, and it had been issued with a demolition notice which was stayed by officials. Yeah, but this sort of thing has happened before, in different countries where they build like a nightclub or a warehouse and they don't have all the proper safety permits that say that it's okay for people to work there, or if it's a club for people to party there. But then the people who own the building don't shut it down. They leave it open, and then something bad ends up happening. Ecclesiasticus 39:28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. And when you look up the definition of appease, it means to satisfy. So these spirits of vengeance are created to satisfy the wrath of the Lord who made them by executing his judgments. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Yeah, so that fire, it led to the death of a couple of people. And it also led to a couple of people being injured. And that was the vengeance of the Heavenly Father. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And through his spirits of vengeance, the Lord daily kills and wounds those with whom he is angry with. And like I said, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. There's nobody that can save these wicked people from the wrath of the Lord. These wicked people on a daily basis provoke the Heavenly Father unto wrath. So they have to be punished accordingly. First Samuel 2:6, the Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And that is exactly what the Heavenly Father did out there with that club fire. He killed like 25 people, and he injured a couple of people as well. And the Heavenly Father is going to continue to bring heavy judgments upon these wicked people. Job 4:7, remember I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that no one has perished being innocent, nor were the righteous ever cut off. So those people who died in that fire, or died as a result of the fire, they were not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. Because if they were innocent in the eyes of the Lord, he would not have put them in that situation. Or if he did, he would have delivered them. He would have kept them alive and safe. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what's happening all over the world every day to wicked men, women, and children. They are reaping what they've sown. They provoke the Heavenly Father unto wrath with their continual wickedness. And now the Lord is dishing out these sore strokes upon them. Psalm 7:11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And we see it through his judgments, we can tell that that's the anger of the Lord being brought upon wicked people. Psalms 9 and 16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Haggai and Selah. Yeah. And the Lord's judgments are executed by his spirits that are created for vengeance. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2. A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those 25 people, it was their time to die, according to the will of the Lord. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And we see daily examples of that. Fires, storms, tempests, earthquakes, car crashes, hit and runs, shootings, stabbings. These are all different events that take place, different situations that happen to those who fall into the hands of the Lord. And these type of things are going to continue to happen because these wicked people don't fear the Lord, and they're constantly provoking the Lord unto wrath with their wickedness. So the Lord is going to continue to punish them accordingly. And these judgments, they're going to get a whole lot worse. They're going to get a lot more intense, a lot more severe, and they're going to happen a lot more often. Because we are living in the last days. And we're also living in the days of vengeance. The days and the time where the Lord is visiting this place. So as bad as things are now, they're going to get a whole lot worse. And those of us of the hopeful elect, we have to make sure that we stay prayed up and stay locked into this faith and continue to do the things which we know according to the scriptures are pleasing in the eyes of the Lord. Lest we anger the Lord and we get caught up in these type of judgments. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. The Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.